we will begin to recite our sutra. Okay. Okay, I received the Diamond Sutra. So good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. Today is June 28, 2017. Welcome for tonight meditation and Dharma talks. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Tonight we will continue to study on the Diamond Sutra on chapter 5. So some of you new here, right? You never studied it. You missed a lot of classes, so you don't know about the Diamond Sutra. So if you don't understand, it's okay. If you just listen, if you're a new student. So this the talk about the Diamond Sutra, talk about the emptiness, talk about the egoless. So if you want to get enlightenment, you have to be egoless, right? No ego. So we are on chapter 5. Michael, can you read for us? Mike?
The thus principle of genuine seeing. What do you think, Subhuti? Is it possible to grasp the Tathagata by means of bodily signs? No, world-honored one. When the Tathagata speaks of bodily signs, there are no signs being talked about. The Buddha said to Subhuti, in a place where there is something that can be distinguished by signs, in that place there is deception. If you can see the signless nature of signs, then you can see the Tathagata.
Okay. So this chapter 5 talk about formless, emptiness. So the sutra we just recite, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. So we have to depend on the form to see the formless, right? So here the Buddha asks Subhuti. Subhuti is the monks, one of the 10 disciples of the Buddha. He able to enlightenment from the emptiness. So his practice is to emptiness. So that's why his name means Subhuti means emptiness. So that's why when he born, when the day he born, all the house is empty. No bed, no room, no nothing. Everything become emptiness. So here the Buddha asks Subhuti, is it possible to grasp the Tathagata by means of bodily sight? So the term Tathagata is one of the 10 titles of the Buddha. Usually the Buddha, he have 10 names. Tathagata is mean thirst, calm one. It means suchness, right? So here he talk about, can you use the form to see the Buddha? In general, we say that we need some kind of form to see the Buddha, right? Like there's a statue up there is the Buddha. But here he want to ask, can you see the Buddha without form? Here the Buddha, here he means not the Buddha form, not the Sakyamuni Buddha, but the Buddha of everyone, the Buddha of awakening. So the Tathagata is mean that inside this body, they have, in Buddhism we believe there's an awakened mind, right? So that's why we call the Buddha nature. So inside this body there's a Buddha nature. Without the Buddha, you cannot eat, you cannot walk, you cannot sleep, you cannot do all the activity. So in this body, earth, water, fire, and air. So when you look deeply at this body, this must be somebody inside to able to what? To control this body, right? Must be somebody inside. Imagine that person go out of this body. The body cannot move, right? So must be somebody in there. Go working, go shopping, driving, cleaning. Must be somebody in here to use this body, right? So that's why he talk about Tathagata. mean the awakened mind must be inside of this body. So we depend on this body, the size, to see the silence, right? Because the awakened nature have no form. So how do we know this awakened mind, right? Just like you sitting here and you see. How can you see? Anybody know? You use the eyes, right? Without the eye, you cannot see, right? How can you hear? You use the ear, right? So must be somebody inside to see. If a eyes, there's nobody inside, then cannot die, cannot see, right? A dead body cannot see, right? So must be something manipulate inside, something that control inside. So that's why the Buddha wanted us to let that person, the awakened mind. So depend on the form. Just like when you see form, you chasing the form instead of you reflect back who see the form. You see that? Generally we see stuff outside, but we don't know there's must be somebody in there seeing. You see that? So here he want to ask Subhuti, can you see form without formless? Can you see formless without form? Can anybody see formless without form? We can use, in Buddhism we have 5 types of eyes. We call human eye. So human eye we have to depend on form to see, right? And the second one is heaven eye. Heaven being eye. And then the third one we call the Dharma eye. And the fourth one we call the wisdom eye. And the fifth one is the Buddha eye. So we have to depend on the wisdom eye to see the formless, right? So you can see the formless with the wisdom eye, not this naked eye, right? This naked eye cannot see formless, right? So that's why the Tathagata or the Buddha asked Subhuti, in a place where there's something that can be distinguished by sight, in that place there's deception. If you can see the sightless nature of sight, then you can see Tathagata. Mean if you see the sightless nature of sight, you see your awakened mind, what we call the Buddha mind, nature. So you depend on the form to recognize that you have the awakened mind, right? So we know that we can see because we have eyes, and then we have somebody inside to use the eye, the ear to know the tongue, to be able to smell, to taste, to touch, to hear, right? Must be somebody inside. So the Buddha asked a very important question: is that if you can able to see the sightless nature of sight, mean you have to depend on the formless nature of the form, then you can see your awakened mind. You see that? So that's why one of the Zen students asked the Zen master, what is Buddha? And then he raised his stick up, can you see? And the student said, yes, that's Buddha. Very simple, right? So in general we search in Buddha, oh, must be Buddha have some kind of form or something, the statue, in general it's in our mind, right? But here the Zen master, he taught directly to our awakened nature, our Buddha. Without Buddha you cannot see. So the Buddha eating, drinking, sleeping, walking, every day you do the activity, that's Buddha. Buddha means he is awakened mind. So you use the Buddha all the time and you don't know. That's why Zen master, they always teach directly. They don't say, oh, you go to the temple and see a Buddha. The Zen students say, what is the Buddha? You go to the temple and see the statue and there is a Buddha. That is what? That's form. The Buddha statue cannot eat, cannot sleep, cannot walk, right? So he directly point to the Buddha inside of us. Right, you see that? So here the same thing. He wants to ask his disciples, the Buddha, can you use form to see the Buddha? Right? This is his question. So this Tathagata is one of the 10 Buddha names. So the Buddha have 10 names. Tathagata, second one is Arahant. The third one is Anasambhasambuddha, is the one who attained completely enlightenment. Number 4 is Vidakara, perfection according to knowledge and conduct. And number 5 is Shukata, means well informed. Number 6 is Lokavid, understand the world, means he able to understand the world. And number 7 is Anuttara, means excels, unsurpassed one. Number 8 is Purusa, Dhamya Sarati, means the trainer of mind, trainer of man. Number 9 is Satta Devana, is the teaching of divinity and human, means he able to teach God and human. And the number 10 is Buddha, is the enlightenment one, the world order one. So whoever become the Buddha, he or she have 10 names, right? So one of the names is Tathagata. Tathagata means also the Buddha name. It also means your awakened nature, right? So here he talk about the awakened nature, not the form, right? Because every Buddha have 3 bodies. The first one is called Dhammakaya body. In Vietnamese we call Pháp Thân. This is called the true body. And the second is Sambodhaya body, we call Bảo Thân, means reward body. And number 3 is Nirmana Kaya, is we call manifestation body. In Vietnamese we call Hóa Thân. So every Buddha have Pháp Thân, Bảo Thân, Hóa Thân, means Dhammakaya body, Sambodhaya body, Nirmana Kaya body. So Dhammakaya body is everyone have it, means your Buddha nature, right? But Sambodhaya Bảo Thân means your reward body. So every Buddha become Buddha, they have some kind of beautiful body. So we have body, this body, but we are not reward body. We are what? Karma body. We create karma, that's why we have this body. But the Buddha or Bodhisattva, they have reward body. Mean they have a lot of merit and virtue, that's why they have no body. But we have karma in the past, what we create, now we have this body. You see that? And number 3 is Hóa Thân, means manifestation body. So by the Buddha, he is able to manifest many body, many form, right? So every Buddha has 3 body. So one of the Zen master, Huinam, he said that the physical body has form, the Dharma body has no form. The physical body is made up of the 4 elements and is given birth by our parent. It is perceived by our physical eye. The Dharma body has no form or appearance. It has no character. It can be seen by the physical eyes. Only the see of the wisdom. It cannot see by physical eye. It's only seen by the wisdom eye. So we go back to the 5 eyes. Human eyes, what? Devotee eyes, Dharma eyes, wisdom eye, and Buddha eye. So we want to see the Dharma body, we have to use our wisdom, right? The wisdom eye can see it. And ordinary people can only see the physical body of Tathagata, means the Buddha. They do not see the Tathagata Dharma body. The Dharma body is like the space or sky, right? Can you see sky, space? We have to use the wisdom eye to see it, right? So that's why to study Buddhism is you have to open your what we call the third eyes. Usually they said third eyes is called the wisdom eye, right? So you cannot depend on this naked eye because this naked eye is limit, but the wisdom eye is what? It's unlimited, right? So that's why one of the master he said that we cannot use this physical eye to see the Dharma body of the Buddha nature. So how do we see our Buddha nature? If our Buddha nature is formless, anyone know? Yeah, by your heart, right? By your true awakened mind. Just like every day you use, you feeling all those stuff. You see your thought. So every thought arises in your mind. Who sees the thought? Right? It's just like we see thought, but we don't know that who the person sees thought. So thought is form, right? Mom arise, dad arise, brother, sister, husband and wife, cars, vehicle, diamond, money arise in your mind, right? So who sees those things? Who sees those thoughts? So he say about this is the Dharma body, the wisdom eye see those things, right? You see that? So the thought is not. That's why the Zen master say, thought is not you. You, the person who see the thought. You see that? So that's why Zen meditation helps you to go back to the formless, the emptiness. So that's why. So when a person who is able to see Tathagata is the natures of life, wisdom, love, happiness. So all the happiness, love, compassion arise from this Tathagata. So happiness cannot find outside, right? Happiness cannot find from money, from job, from cars, from building, or whatever, material outside. But true happiness is come from your suchness, your stillness mind, right? Every happiness outside is what? It will be impermanent. Today you see, you have a beautiful, today your birthday, you have a car, new cars, you're happy. But that happiness stay long with you forever? No, right? It's impermanent. Or today you are married a beautiful wife, is that happiness forever? No, right? Or husband. That happiness is what? Up and down, impermanent. But the true happiness is your awakened nature. It's like last, I think on Thursday, on Tuesday, I went to visit one of the members. The wife is 100, the husband is 101. So they are live, husband and wife, more than almost 100 years. So I asked them, what has made you so come together? Happiness. And he say, and here I say, if you marry, you have to respect each other, you have to love each other, you have to forgiveness, then your marriage will last 100. Otherwise, 30, 40, 50 years. So that is the secret. Always love, always forgiveness each other, always respect each other. That's just true love, right? True love cannot, oh, you have to love me, I love you. Not like that. Like, true love is sharing. Everything you have to share. So our love is like space. The air. Husband and wife, we have the same air, same space. We have to share. We cannot rob somebody air, space, right? So this is their secret. To live marriage until 100. Right? That is the secret. So if one of you love and the other one don't love, this will not last forever, right? Respect, love, share the unhappy and the happy. So husband and wife, they all share. So husband and wife is like a team. In basketball or in football, they need a team, right? You cannot play by yourself. There's nobody. It's called team sport. So husband and wife is what? Team sport, right? You have to depend on each other, right? You cannot say, oh, the wife has to depend on me, the husband has to depend on me. That marriage will never last. Right? You see that. So go back to our Dharma Sutra. So here we talk about when you see Tathagata, mean you have to use your wisdom eye to see the nature of life, the wisdom, the love, and the happiness. Only when we see the sightless nature of sight, then you see the true awakened mind, right? So that's why every day we wake up, we see the sun, see the beautiful flower, the tree. We see all those stuff. We smell, we taste, but you don't enjoy that. What do you enjoy? Money. So every day we wake up, we have to chase the money, go to work. Oh, I have to make a lot of money today to buy all this. So why don't you enjoy each moment? Your wife feel fear, your husband feel fear. Every day morning, enjoy the breakfast each other, smell the coffee, smell the tea. That is awakening, right? So enjoy each moment is called awakening. Don't think that, oh, you make money and bring home, make you happy. Sometimes money will not bring you happiness, right? So that's why the Tathagata, that's why we study chapter 1. When the Buddha wake up, what he do? He go begging, almond, house to house, bring the food back to his place, sit, eat, wash his bowl, put on his robe, wash his feet, sit. Right? Every day is the same thing. So every day you do what you do. What you do every day? Wake up, brush your teeth. Anybody else? Makeup. Prepare to go to work. So that's natural, right? Go back to the basic. So the Buddha here, he teaches, go back to the basic. Whatever you do, enjoy that moment. Enjoy that moment. That's his happiness. That's his true happiness. Right? So that's why one of the 4 lines, later on we will study, say that if one see me in a form, if one see me in a sound, he practice a defective way and cannot see the Tathagata. I mean, whoever used form to see me, use sound to see, hear me, then he or she practice the wrong way. Right? Cannot see the Tathagata. Mean cannot see the awakened Buddha. Right? So don't depend on form or sound. You have to depend on your wisdom eye, your awakened eye, to be able to see. So when we see the form, other thing has no form, we can see the Tathagata, right? Mean when we see form, other thing has no form, then we can able to see your awakened nature. So your awakened nature, you can depend on form and formless, right? So that's why go back to our basic daily life. You eat, you sleep, you breathing. That's our basic, right? Everybody eat in here? We all do eat, right? Everybody breathing in here? We all breathing, right? Everybody sleep in here? We all sleep, right? So go back to the basic. That is the true nature of everything. Anybody tired of breathing? If you're tired of breathing, then you stop right here. Right? So every day we do the same thing, breathe in and out. That's what we do, right? But we don't know. We're just chasing something. Right? Every day we eat. Every day we sleep. So go back to the basic. That's awakening. Yeah, cat is happy.
I don't worry about anything.
Yeah. So everyone have that basic nature. That's why the Zen master say, very simple. Life is so happy. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm tired, I sleep. That's all. Right? When you're hungry, can you eat? For example, you're hungry and your wife put you a bowl of soup is not very good, and you get grouchy. Then, are you hungry? You eat? No, right? You get grouchy when the food is not delicious. So for Zen master, whatever the wife or the husband give, they just eat. They're happy what they eat. And then when we go sleep, or we just lie down and sleep, or we have to think. Yeah. So you are different from Zen master. When time to sleep, they just snore. Time to eat, they eat whatever the people give them. So why, as a Buddhist monk, we go arming, right? People give whatever they give food that we have to eat, right? We cannot say, oh, this bad food I don't eat, this good food I take it. It's not like that, right? So that's why we have a bowl, big bowl. All the food, all the soup, everything you have to mix in. You put in the bowl and eat. You cannot say, oh, this dessert, this is rice, this all this stuff. You have to mix everything up and eat. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of your discrimination of food flavor, right? Help you to get rid of the attachment. If you eat this food too good, your attachment. If you eat this food is bad, you don't eat it, right? That's why we have a big bowl and mix everything up. So this is chapter 5, talk about formless. If you are able to see formless, then you can able to see your awakened nature. Anybody have any question, comment on this chapter? So the principle of genius seeing means seeing here is the seeing of wisdom, not seeing with our naked eye. Okay, anybody? Question, comment? Yes, go ahead.
One of the Dharma talks in the past, you said something about every time you have a thought, you save someone. Could you please explain that? I don't understand.
Okay, one of the Sutra, I think chapter 3 or 4. I mean, any thought arises in your mind, there's one sentence mean you start. Don't follow thought when you say the sentence mean. I mean, you liberate, mean you start your thought. You don't continue your thought. Save here means you start right away. You see that? So a thought arises, supermarket arises, pizza arises, I stop right here. I save the pizza. Instead of, oh, pizza smells good, I have to go buy. That means you're not saving. You create more karma from the pizza. So every thought arises, there's the Buddha. Saving sentence mean start right there. Okay. Anybody else? Question? Yes, go ahead.
Can you say more about the difference between the Dharma eyes, the wisdom eyes, and the Buddha eyes? They all sound the same?
No, they are different. Wisdom eye, you have to use your wisdom. The Buddha eye, only the Buddha awakening, he have it. And the Dharma eyes, I mean, you study the Dharma and you understand the Dharma and you apply the Dharma. Right? So wisdom eye, you see this body is impermanent. This body is contains the 7 elements. You see thoroughly with your wisdom eye. That's considered wisdom. If you see this body is true, this is real, this ego, this I, this is not wisdom eye. So you wisdom eye, you see everything is impermanent, everything is changing, nothing is stable ever. And the Dharma eye is you study the Dharma and you understand the Dharma, and you arise of wisdom. And human eyes, you know, right? You have human eye. And heaven eye, angel eye. You will get there when you go, you know. Okay. Anybody else? Question, comment? So on the retreat on July 15, right? Only 7 people sign up. So if I have to have 15 above. If under that, we have no retreat. So we will cancel until August, right? So So we will move the retreat to the next day. Only 7 people. So last time was like 20 something. Okay. Anybody else? Anything? Yes, go ahead.
When the Dharma Sutra was written, or was it before the Heart Sutra, or?
The Heart Sutra is the Diamond Sutra is very small part of the Heart Sutra.
Oh, so it's within.
Yeah, the Heart Sutra is 600 volume. So the Diamond Sutra is part of the Heart Sutra. Yeah. But this is the Heart Sutra. Here is just summarize the whole everything. 600 volume. The Buddha spent 22 years to speak about the Dharma, the Heart Sutra. 22 years. So the Heart Sutra is very, very complicated. You talk about emptiness. Yeah. So the Diamond Sutra is part of the Heart Sutra. It's a small portion of the Heart Sutra. Okay, anybody else? Yes.
Question actually about last week, or the last chapter, chapter
Mhm.
4. I noticed that the part that says that the Bodhisattva practices generosity without relying on signs that happens and results. And I'm just wondering, I've seen interpretations where it said the merit and virtue that results rather than the word happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
It's the same.
it's the same?
Merit and virtues come from happiness. Happiness comes from merit and virtue. Yeah. So if you donation, if you have happiness, then your merit and virtue arise. If you donation and you have no happiness, then no merit and virtue arise. So here he talks about happiness.
Do you think that happiness is referring to happiness within the life, like immediately that's within your life? That
It depends on the moment, the mind moment right here. If you give in and you feel happy, then you have merit and virtue. If you give in and then you angry, frustrated, then you lost your happiness, then you lost your merit and virtue. Here he talk about giving with non-attachment, without giving, silence, formless. So everything you do, if you do it with your happiness, your joy, then your merit, your virtue will rise. If you do it with generosity, with angry, frustrated, your merit and virtue will increase. You see that? Even though you give it a small portion, but you're happy, you joy, then your merit more than you donation and building down with angry, frustrated, with greed. Did you study? Did you heard the story about the lady, poor lady? She gave the lamp to the Buddha, the oil to the Buddha. There's a story about this old lady. She's very poor, and she had to go back every day for food. And one day, in the village, they say, whoever donate the oil to the Buddha will have a lot of merit virtue. So a lot of rich millionaire people, they bring a lot of ton of oil, and she have only small part of oil, and she donation. But once she donation, she with happiness and joy. But the rich people, they donation that with angry, frustrated, they with greed, mind. And the Buddha say that even though the old lady give a small portion, but her merit virtue is more than the people who give. And then her light, her oils burn day and night. The candle of light. So it depends on your heart, your mind. If you do something with little, but with all your heart, your mind, there's a lot of merit virtue. If you do a lot, seem a lot, but you do with angry mind, frustrated mind, then the merit virtue is very small. Because you do with your mind's limit. If you do something with your mind unlimited, then your merit virtue like display. So here's the same thing. Giving without giving, that's great giving. But giving with attachment, then nothing much. Okay, anybody? Yes, go ahead.
So do you think you can still give like that until you learn how to give better? But you have to start somewhere.
Giving without attachment.
Yeah, but at first it might use attachment because then you learn to do better.
Yeah, that's right.
The more you
can
give,
practice
the
do
better it
better.
gets.
Yes. But at first you do with attachment, your merit and virtue will limit. But the more you practice, you give it without attachment, and you will improve. So, because at first we don't know. We don't have the wisdom eye. We have this human eye. Yes.
I think also sometimes you think you don't have enough. But the more you give and you still realize you still have enough and you have more and more,
Yeah,
then it makes it easy
that's
to
right.
give.
The more you give, the more you receive.
Yeah.
The lesser you give, the lesser you receive. But it depends on your mind. Yeah. Because giving is not only material, giving of love, compassion, sharing, there's many giving. Right? Helping the old lady cross the street, helping the sick people, take care of your mom, your dad, take care of your children. That's giving. So giving can be form and formless. Right? Or you, if you have not enough, you should give it by meditation and send the merit and virtue to them. Like right now, your family member sickness, you cannot. What can you do? You just go meditation with your calm mind, peace, and you send love, compassion to that person. That's considered giving. But that giving is formless. You see that?
Just when you send them love and compassion through meditation, does it come from you or come from somewhere else?
It has to become from you because you have the strength, the mind, the peace, and the energy. Just like right now you have an iPhone and other people have iPhone, you just dial their number. Just will get there. Because our mind is like antenna, wave. Our mind is like wave. So if you send love, compassion to that person, think about the person, then they will receive it. If you dial the right number. Otherwise somebody...
It's kind of like the power of prayer. When
Yeah,
people send
it's like the power of
thoughts
prayer.
about
Yeah.
to help somebody get better. And
Yeah.
maybe sometimes.
Anybody else? So no retreat, huh? July 15, no retreat. We'll move to the August the 2nd, the first Saturday of August. I will reschedule. If nobody signs up, then no more retreat. I have to get at least 15 people to continue the retreat. Anybody else? Question, comment? Okay, thank you. We recite the ending vows, and I will let you go. See you next week. Living being or innumerable, I vow to save them all. Affliction or illness, I vow to wreck them all. The Dharma or uncountable, I vow to study them all. The Buddha ways and accept, I vow to attain it. I vow to the merit and virtue of this which goes everywhere, enrich everyone, so that all of us and all living beings will realize the Buddha ways. Thank you. Enjoy your wonderful week. Next week will be fire.